Wizards, let's take a look at this problem and see how it connects to our warm-up. So it says, Ramon, Chandler, and Chase go bike riding on weekends. On one weekend, Chase rode his bike for 3 hours. Chandler rode her bike for 2 1/4 hours, and Ramon rode his bike for 1 3/4 hours. How much longer did Chandler ride her bike than Ramon did? The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to recognize that I don't even need Chase's information because I want to know how much longer Chandler rode her bike than Ramon. I know from the warm-up that I was asked to identify 1/4, so 1/4 is right here. I also want to identify where 2 1/4 is. This is how long Chandler rode her bike. So I'm going to put a C up here for Chandler. Ramon rode his bike for 1 3/4 hours. So here's Ramon's amount of time that he rode as well. When I think about the warm-up, I understand why I had to graph 1 3/4 and why I had to graph 2 1/4 on the timeline, but why did I do 1/4? And now I'm thinking I did 1/4 because I want to understand that these are all 1/4 increments apart from each other. I'm counting up by 1/4. So if I want to find out how much longer Chandler rode her bike than Ramon, I'm going to count by 1/4 and find the difference from 2 1/4 to 1 3/4. So if I count here, this is 1/4 of an hour plus 1/4 of an hour. So I'm going to be adding up 1/4 of an hour plus 1/4 of an hour. If I just count that in my head, I know that that's going to be 2/4 of an hour longer. So I'm counting by increments of 2/4. I'm counting by increments of 1/4. And now I have this 2/4 of an hour. I know that I can reduce this to get a simpler term to find out actually how much time was spent. So I'm going to divide both by 2 because I know I can divide these both by 2, and I'm going to get my final answer of 1/2 hour. This is how much longer Chandler rode her bike than Ramon. We're going to ask you to use this method to try to solve the next problem on the next slide.